What do I think is Billy Joel's best album? Hard to say, but I think I found the answer. Hi, I'm Brian Hussar and welcome to my channel. This is the channel where I talk about my passions of the Beatles, music, movies, and musical theater. I make my videos when I can, when my children allow me. If you're roaming around, you like what you see, please click that subscribe button that you see right down below there. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Now, I'm going to do a classic album review, or talk about a classic album, which I haven't done in a while. And recently, I've become obsessed with Billy Joel. I shouldn't say recently, I've always been a fan, but I think now that fandom has become a obsession. And what would be the masterpiece and a body of work that I think ranks with a lot of people's best? I know a lot of people cite The Stranger, and why not? That's got a lot of riches on it, a lot of great classics on it. Just the Way You Are, Always a Woman to Me, Scenes from an Italian Restaurant, Only the Good Die Young, Vienna, a lot of great songs on that album. But the album that he cites as the one that he's the most proud of is this one right here, 1982's The Nylon Curtain. This is a copy that I found a few years back, used with the hype sticker still on it. I love this back cover. Billy Joel always hated being on album covers. He always hated his picture on album covers, doesn't think he's that kind of person. Here he is with the beard, like, okay, what the hell else now? This is the 1998 Remastered Edition that I got when they were first announced. I got this, I think, the week it came out at Rolling Stone Records in Norridge, Illinois, which is still there, thankfully. And he said with this album that he wanted to make a headphone album. An album that you could put the headphones on and really get lost in it. He said it was a dense album. It took over a year to make, or close to a year to make. And he was thinking in terms of Sgt. Pepper. Billy Joel being a huge Beatlemaniac, as we all know. So he was thinking in terms of Sgt. Pepper. And in fact, it does have a Pepperous quality to it in the fact that it feels like a concept album. And the fact that the opening track, which is Allentown, is reprised at the end of the last track in a very sad way. But now lyrically on the album, he was looking at his generation, at the baby boomer generation, and what they may have lost. And some of the songs are personal songs, but even in the personal songs that are about him, it still carries that general theme, because he is a baby boomer. And you listen to the album and you wonder, headphone album. It doesn't have any weird panning effects like a Jimi Hendrix album, where Jimi Hendrix guitar is going from here to there, there to here, or a Pink Floyd album. In fact, I would say that sonically, producer Phil Ramone and Billy Joel and his band, they kind of took a mono approach to the album. Even though it's stereo, it's still sort of a mono approach. But you put the headphones on, you hear a lot of things that I'm still trying to pick out. Goodnight Saigon, he shouts something in the left channel on the last chorus. There's orchestral overdubs throughout the whole album. But they're used as a sonic bed, not overwhelming the tracks. They're there in a subtle way. You begin the album with Allentown, which was a big hit, and kind of sums up the themes of the album. Every child had a pretty good shot to get at least as far as their old man got, but something happened on the way to that place. They threw an American flag in our face. And this is probably his most Beatlesque album. If An Innocent Man was him going pre-British invasion, this was his Beatle album. And that is a compliment, and he's kind of admitted that. But at the same time, it's Billy Joel, 100% Billy Joel, and probably the most daring stuff that he has ever done. I don't think he's ever achieved these heights artistically. Commercially, he's been very good, but on this album, he really took some chances. The next track being Laura, about the button pusher in your life, the person who always pushes your buttons. And definitely a Lennon-type vocal on the chorus. And of course, another big hit from the album, Pressure. The video tripped me out back in the day. And I'm sure everybody knows that song, Pressure. Side 1 ends with probably his A Day in the Life with Goodnight Saigon. Huge epic song about the Vietnam experience, told from the soldier's perspective in a non-political way, which some people criticized him at the time. A couple of critics criticized him for not taking a position on the song. But I think it's a good thing that he doesn't take a position on the song, because the soldiers that served at the time really didn't have a position, especially when he's doing it from their viewpoint. So many things, details in songs. One of my favorite songs on the album is of Surprises, which he said he wrote after his motorcycle accident. And to me, that's kind of a I'm looking at myself in the mirror kind of a song. Scandinavian Skies is probably the most Beatlesque, I Am the Walrus-esque, if there's such a term like that, if that's a word. The most I Am the Walrus type of song on the album. And I recently found out that it's about a heroin experience he had in Amsterdam. And a lot of it is looking at this European tour through heroin eyes. It was a one-time only heroin experience he said he had. And Scandinavian Skies is about that. Thick, slurpy strings throughout, backwards drums, marching sound effects, airplane panning left to right. Very dense track. Very dense track. Ending with the song Where's the Orchestra, which kind of sums up the whole album. The narrator thinking, I thought this was supposed to be a musical. The orchestra and the play, or the stage show, being a metaphor for life. And the narrator, I thought this was supposed to be a musical. Where's the song and dance? There's no orchestra here. And then you realize at the end that it's a play and it's a tragedy. And that goes into a mournful reprise of Allentown. Almost like saying, we're stuck here. Two other great songs in the album, She's Right on Time and Room of Our Own, about divorce. So the Nylon Curtain is such a dense album, and I think as an experience, you really need to listen to it. Nylon Curtain is such a great album. In a career that's got so much great stuff, I really think this is one of his best albums, or probably his best album. I think it is a masterpiece, and it is designed to be experienced from beginning to end. I would like them to do a box set. Billy Joel hasn't really been doing like the collector's edition box set things, but I would like a box set for this with maybe a 5.1 surround mix. So Billy Joel, if you do happen to come across my channel in maybe 5 years, please consider doing a 5.1 of this album, because I would love to hear all of the detail for this album, because there's a lot of detail to pick out. So here's my CD copy again, because I want to pick up the vinyl. The Nylon Curtain by Billy Joel came out in 1982. This was followed by another Brave album, An Innocent Man. You know why that one's brave, and that was a massive commercial hit, which I'll talk about at some point. But definitely listen to this album. It is Billy Joel's masterpiece, in my opinion. So thank you so much for watching again. If you like what you see, again, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment below. Let me know how you like this video. If there's something you'd like me to talk about, please let me know. I always do unedited videos. And again, I make my videos when I can, when my children allow me. I'm doing a video, you guys gotta, oh, whoa! You gotta get out of here.
I'm Leonardo.
You're a Hulk.
I'm Leonardo.
And keep physical music alive. When you buy a CD or a vinyl record, it is yours for life. And until we meet again.